everyone. My name is Seidel-Sterzik, and I'd like to present about effective strategic management with maturity level and life cycle stages. And I conducted a case study over a small company, so I'd like to talk about it as well. So here are the things I'm going to talk about today: introduction, abstract, and theoretical backgrounds. There's a 4 theories I was able to find, so which is deeply connected to my project, so I'd like to talk about it. Then the casework is also like implemented as a part of this project, so I'd like to talk about it later as well. So I'd like to introduce myself again. Ryosuke Sato is my name and DBA student from Japan, and I'm currently recording this video from Japan. And I'm involving in the special needs education for a long time. And I started my own company in Japan, which the main purpose of the company is to provide a job for the special needs population. And I'm currently teaching as an adjunct instructor in a multiple university. So the reason why I wanted to start this project is because I was able to find the startup companies often have problems. The problem is basically they just cannot be bigger. So like they are basically staying in the corporate maturity level 1. And the reason why they are staying in the maturity level 1 is because of the lack of effective management strategies and implementation. This is something I found from this project. And for their solution is nothing but creating the strategic management in the company actually. Then also like I was able to find like 3 essential factors and key elements of their companies, which is the leadership, structure, and the people. And case study has been implemented in this as a part of this project, and I'm going to talk about it later. As a part of project, I was able to find some theories which is really deeply connected to the topic. And the first one is the organizational life cycle stages. As a 5 stages, and the startup companies like most likely stay in the 1 and 2. The 1 and 2 is just for the stages that trying to identify their corporate structure, leadership, and what kind of competitive advantage they have, and all the things that are really important concept, but the company is just trying to find out and develop their corporate structure in these stages. Then the capability maturity model. This model also has like 5 levels, and they try to gather people in the management as well. If you can see the level 3, the peer review concept has been showed up as a key process area. So like, which means like peer review is nothing but obtaining ideas from the employees to the management level. So like more people is getting involved in the management, and this is the part of the concept of the decentralization, I think. So those things is really important for the startup company to move up to the next maturity level. Life cycle management. This theory also have a 5 level. Then most of the startup company just stay in the regressive and ad hoc. As a first level of this theory, the company doesn't really have a shared language and vision and approaches to the LCM, which is like the life cycle management activities. So this concept is more close to the strategic alignment. So people who work for the company has to share the many things, the vision and the mission, and even the value of the company. So all those things, the first things they have to work on to move up to the next maturity level. The strategic management maturity model for innovation. If you can take a look at level 5, it says innovation becomes a part of corporate culture. So this is one of the ideal situation for most of the companies. So without trying, the innovation actually happens in the company. They're creating new things without trying. So this is a really ideal, but most of the startup companies is really far away from these stages. So first of all, they have to create their strategic management, and also have to identify the responsibility of their employees in terms of the strategic management. And they have to make it informal to the formal. They have to make a formal transaction, a formal strategic plan as well. So they have to work on many things before to create innovation eventually without trying. As a casework, I conducted an interview to a small LLC in Japan, which with more than 10 years of history, and I was able to find many things related to their management style, the leadership style, and the corporate structure. Here's the questions I used for the interview. So based on these questions, I was able to find many important factors, many important reasons why the company has a problem and the history in terms of management and the leadership and the people. So these are the stages, maturity level stages, and information I was able to obtain from the interview about the company. So basically, they have an external supervisor, and he or her has been helping the company for a long time. Then, actually, he or her was actually the being people and the leadership and the structure of the company for a long time. So that is the reason why their company has been doing all right until 2016. So their corporate maturity level has been, moved up to like at least level two, basically. But after they got rid of him or her, so the corporate structure and leadership and people, they lost everything. So their corporate maturity level became a first, which is level one again. So they have to recreate everything again. This is basically the problem they had been dealing with for a long time. In conclusion, three important elements are found: people, structure, and leadership. And for the company, they must recreate their corporate structures. And I personally recommend the four elements: strategic alignment, decentralization, identifying competitive advantages, and enhancing the performance of the strategic management. They have to work on these things to move up to the next maturity level. This is the references I used. Thank you for listening.